Yo, what's up with you guys? It's your boy Yaahn, that's Hunter Jr. And check it out, we're gonna make a beat today, not knowing how to play any keys whatsoever. And I got a really dope plugin for you. It's the Captain's Plugins Epic, and we're gonna make some epic lo-fi vibes. So let's get right into this thing. Let's go. The first thing we're gonna do is load up Captain Chords Epic. All right, now with Captain Chords, we got some updates here, which is really dope. You have your new chord progression, so you can go over here and hit edit, and now you can do your top 20 chord progressions, and you can do this by genre, and you got the top chords here. You have all these new progressions in Captain Chords Epic. There's also some really dope new MIDI editing features in Captain Deep, which is fire, and also Captain Melody Epic has some really dope new presets as well. And also in Captain Melody Epic, you can now use the new lock function where you can randomize notes and leave the others intact, which is super helpful when you're editing your MIDI. Now you're gonna get this menu that says to, select the key. So whatever key you want, you can do that. If you don't know, that's okay. Just stick with A minor. We're gonna hit go. And so we're gonna add some chords to this grid. So let's go for it. Let's just hit add, boom. And this gives us A minor chord. So we're going to slow this BPM down to about 80, let's say 87. Let's turn on our metronome by hitting the letter K. Okay, now let's listen to this. All right, so we're going to make a 4-bar chord progression. So we're going to go A. Then we're going to kind of chop off this chord right here, and we can actually scroll down here on the bottom now, and we have these boxes, which is really dope. So now we can adjust these chords to fit in the box. So for this chord, the A minor, to get a really smooth lo-fi vibe, they use jazzy chords and stuff like that. So all you need to know is A minor 9 or minor 7. That's like the main core chords that you need to know. So we're going to change this to A minor 9, which is really dope, and boom. Really dope. So we got our first chord. Now we're going to add our second chord, and we're going to split this in half once again. So we're going to change this chord to be like this long, half the value. So for the next chord, we're going to go to a 4 minor. Then we're going to change this to a D minor 7, and it's voice led. So that 7 is going to be on the bottom if just for the people who don't know. So now we got this. Okay, we already are starting to catch a little vibe here. So let's add a new chord. For the next chord, we're going to follow the same amount of time of the progression. So we're going to, stretch this out to about here on the bottom. And the next chord, we're going to do a 6 major 7. And then we're going to change this to F major 7. And so now we have this. So for our last chord right here, we're going to close this out with a 5 augmented. So it's going to start with 5. It's going to start with the 5 minor, but we're going to change this to E augmented. All right, and that's going to give us this like kind of closing R&B sounding chord. So we can change this chord a little bit. So this first note, we're going to change to G sharp. Then this next note, we're going to change to C. Okay. And then the last note, we're going to change to E. So we have this chord now. So let's go straight to that. Okay, so we got that new chord. And for kicks, let's add a note. Let's add a G. Cool. So now we have a G in here to go with this. And that sounds a little bit more realistic to the voice leading. So it leads to that. Dun, dun. So I haven't played anything. I just selected the chords and the quality that I wanted, and we got this sound. So this is really dope. So we're going to park the car here for this Captain chords, and then we're going to open up Captain Melody to follow these chords with a bass line. So let's do that. Captain Melody Epic. So let's go to mixed in key. Then we're going to go to Captain Melody Epic, and we're going to build a bass line from this. So we open this up. Boom. Captain Melody Epic is already picking up those chords. So this gives us a phenomenal place to start, which is really dope. So now we're going to add a bass note to each chord. All I'm going to do now is here's our first note, and we're going to move this over. And we're going to change this note to be the root note. Add another note, and then we're going to change this to be the root again. That's going to change it to be D4, which is the root of the next chord, which is D minor 7. And I'm basically just following the pattern down here. So we have this. So now that we have this down to guide us in our theory, let's go ahead and let's add some patches, and let's load up a dope Rhodes patch. So I'm going to go to Handy Dandy Keyscape. Then we're going to go to Rhodes Classic. Just leave it as is for right now. That's fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into our Captain Chords Epic, and we're just going to drag and drop the MIDI on the Rhodes track. So here's the export MIDI. We can literally just take this and boom, put it on the Rhodes track. And it's going to ask us, do we want to import, tempo? We could just hit no. Cool. So now that we have that, we're going to mute the Captain Chords and listen to just the Rhodes. See? So now that we got that vibe, now we're going to get our bass patch. So I'm going to load up my bass. Then the next thing we're going to do is get our Captain Bass or Captain Melody. Then we're going to export this MIDI. We're going to do the same thing and drag it onto the bass track. Perfect. Now it's starting to sound lo-fi. Now we got that vibe now. So let's add some drums to this bad boy. Cool, so we got that rim in there. Let's quantize that. We just hit the letter Q. Boom. And that's all we need for that. We're just going to do some eighth notes, and then we're going to delay these eighth notes way behind the beat. Let's do like 31 ticks or so. Then we're going to option drag this. So we're going to click, hit option, and drag this on over. And now we have this delayed hi-hat and rim. Cool deal. So now we're going to quantize this. We're going to actually quantize this to about a 24th note, and then we're going to make some adjustments. Yeah. So we don't need to make any adjustments that actually fit right in there. For the Rhodes, we're going to add an octave below it. So in Logic, you can just hit this new track with duplicate settings button. Cool. And we're going to take the same performance, option, drag it down. And then we're going to take these and do the same thing, shift, option, down. And that's going to take the same chords down an octave. And then we're going to roll off this top end on those chords. And then roll off just a little bit of the low end. Kind of tuck it. So what I'm going to do now is go to the rim and the hi-hat, and we're just going to roll off some of this top end. Same thing. So we're going to add that same EQ. So we're going to hit the letter X and drag this same copy and paste this same Pro Q over to the hi-hats. And then we can do the same thing on the Rhodes too. We can kind of put a little bit of the Pro Q on there and kind of roll off some of the top end just a little bit. And then for this one, we kind of roll off some of this low end. Now we got a mood. Now it's starting to feel more lo-fi and smooth. Hey. Hey. Cool. So now what we can add is like some kids playing in the background, just some random noises and stuff like that, and layer it. Now we get this vibe. You know what I'm saying? So it really just puts you in a space. Like it puts you in that like, calming, relaxing space. All thanks to Captain plugins, all thanks to Captain chords that we got our chords to start with. And then all thanks to Captain Melody where we generated our bass line from. So having these two tools will definitely eliminate writer's block or beat maker's block because you have all of these layers to choose from. So if you guys got some value out of this video, check it out. Give your boy a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. Hey guys, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Check it out. I got some free packs for you in the description of this video. Check out the links in the description. Don't forget to check those out once again. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.